This is the 505 continuation of the Commissioners' Workshop. And the first item on the agenda for this public hearing is item A, which is the approval of the assessment rolls for the MSBU. And that was in your packet. I think it was right at the end of your packet. And do y'all have the information in your packets? Okay. So is there any, I think we've discussed this pretty hard in the past and we set these rates earlier, so it's just a matter of the official approval of the assessment roll. So is there any discussion?
Anybody from the public?
Is there anybody in the public that would like to speak for or against this? Okay, the chair will entertain a motion.
Mr. Chairman, I move that we approve the approval of the assessment rolls that are listed in our agenda, Resolution 2023-114.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. And that's the only thing it had on the resolution was the number and rate resolution MSBU project. So that's all, we've got it covered, okay. All right, so is there any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it, motion carries unanimously. The next one is the, on page 451 of your packet, the budget resolution for the East Putnam Regional Water Fund and Miscellaneous Grants Fund. Julianne, you want to cover that one right quick? Or?
Yes, sir. This was an ARPA project that the board authorized, and this is simply the 505 that moves the funds from our miscellaneous grant fund into the utilities fund, properly funding it in the correct account.
Yeah, we already passed this and we already awarded the project. So all we're doing now is putting the money in the right fund to be able to carry on, correct?
That's correct.
Okay, so is there any further discussion or the chair will entertain a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move that we approve your authorization to sign the attached budget resolution for resolution number 2023-1110, Miscellaneous Grant Fund, East Putnam Regional Water Fund.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it, motion carries unanimously. Okay, the next one is item C, which is on 454 of your packet. And it's basically the proposed millage rates that we discussed earlier for the final approval on that. Correct, Julianne?
This would be the proposed millage and tentative budget, then your next hearing will be finals and finals.
Okay. So what's the date of the next hearing?
September 26th at 5:05.
The next meeting?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Okay, is there any discussion on this item at this time? Okay, the chair will entertain a motion.
The motion is, there's two separate motions, Chairman, in the recommended action, and they're spelled out for you. I will need you to read the entire A, B, and C for your first motion, and your second motion is that second line.
Okay, I need to call for public input. Is there anybody that would like to have public comment on this issue? Seeing none, I'll close public input, and the chair will entertain a motion.
Mr. Chairman, I move that we approve the fiscal year 2023-24 Putnam County-wide operating millage rate of 8.9999 mils, which is the same as last year's millage rate, but
That's a
That's
a reduction.
Normally, it always is, so that's part of what we've said in the past, which is lower than last year.
okay, which is lower than last year's millage rate. What am I not reading it?
You are, there's a typo.
But 8.45% higher than the rollback rate of 8.2987 mils. Item B, the fiscal year 2023 Putnam County non-countywide operating millage rate for fire tax unit, municipal services taxing unit, MSTU of 1.1 mils, which is the same as last year's millage rate. This rate is 12.07% higher than the rollback rate of 0.9815 mils. Item C, together with the aggregate millage, is 9.9616 mils, which is 8.77% higher than the aggregate rollback rate of 9.158 mils.
Do we have a motion? Do we have a second?
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
4-1.
Mr. Chairman, the next motion is to adopt the fiscal year 2023-24 budget, all funds of $249,691,590.
Okay, we have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
Passes 4-1. Okay, is there anything else to come before the board today? Hearing none, this meeting is hereby adjourned.